Okay, so I went for a walk after contemplating all day, all morning, how what I needed to sacrifice in order to align with my authentic self. And as I was walking, the the sun was setting, and it was illuminated, and there was this golden hue, and I felt in that moment connected to everything. And I had a thought, and the thought was that is the soul Invictus, the the unconquered sun. And Carl Jung, he was an astrologer, and he used the study of astrology because astrology is basically it's the map of the archetypal nature of human experience. It is the oldest model of personality development that there is. It's ancient, and it's a model of personality development. It's a map into the archetypal realms of our soul. It is a map, an individual map toward how you are meant to individuate. Anyway, so the sun, archetypally, in the chart, and this all has to do with, by the way, healing, astrology, Jung, analytical psychology, and healing traumatic, complex, post-traumatic stress disorder. Oh my gosh, what is going on out there? It's all it's all encompassing, and I have to get this out, and so I'm getting distracted. So, oh my gosh, what is going on? The sirens have gone on now for about 15 minutes. It's crazy. It's kind of disturbing, actually. I hope all involved is going to be okay. So I was watching the sun set and I realized the sun archetypally is in astrology because astrology is the map into your individuation process. It can help. I mean, it can help. It does help. It's not necessarily like I don't know. I don't know enough to say it's like, oh, it's the thing that you need to focus on myopically in the individuating process. But I think that your astrology chart can help you in the process of individuating, because then you can understand your archetypes. It's been helping me, and I don't know how it works, but it just does. It's beyond me. It's divine. It's of divine nature. But so is the individuation process. So the sun is the soul Invictus. It is the unconquered sun, the soul Invictus. So archetypally, the sun in our charts is the initiatory archetype that illuminates the initiatory archetype of your authentic self. It is the initiatory illuminating archetype into understanding your authentic self, because the entire astrology chart is archetypally your authentic self. And these archetypes are in all of us, but they're unique to us in how we process it. As we delve, we all have to go through we all should, we all want to. I think one of the most important things about this life is partaking your individuation process, is healing your trauma. And we are in a time now where cluster B personalities are epidemic. It is our responsibility to individuate, but it is a journey that we must take on our own. We must take the hero's journey, and the soul Invictus initiates us into that. We have to become initiated into the archetypal realms, but we have to experience a collapse for that, because our psyche is of an enantiodromic nature, and it always will be, because it's cyclic. And astrology is about the study of how consciousness relates to the cyclic nature of reality and what that means to the evolution of our soul, our higher self. And going back to cluster B personality disorders, which I have borderline personality with narcissistic traits, bipolar, umbrellaed with, and attachment insecurity, all umbrellaed with complex post-traumatic stress disorder. And I am now just starting my individuation process. And I'm going to be using my YouTube channel as a diary, as a place for me to get out all these thoughts that are just bombarding me, and a place, hopefully, that we all can take this journey together in the individuation process. Because that's what we're here for. And I don't know, is it possible for two people to individuate together? It depends on where you are in the process. But I know for me, personally, at this juncture in my life, I have to take this hero's journey alone. I have been parasitic in nature. That's what borderline is. We're parasitic. Cluster B personalities are parasitic. And we want, instead of taking the time to individuate, we use other people as external sources of that process of individuation. And all this stuff, I'm just learning from Sam Vaknin's model, the dual mother model, and from I actually haven't watched the recovery model. It's $300-something from Richard Grannon. But I mean, he is a genius. Richard Grannon and Sam Vaknin are forerunners in introducing individuation, analytical psychology, object relations, and Freudian psychology in understanding the complexity of the cluster B personality disorders, but not only that, but how to recover and how to heal. And healing is the individuation process, which is spiritual, it's archetypal, and Jung. I've been studying Carl Jung, and that's what this channel is going to be dedicated to. It's going to be dedicated to the amalgamation of many things: astrology, healing trauma, complex trauma, healing, individuating, healing complex trauma. It's going to be devoted to the use of astrology as for that. That's what I'm going to be doing, and I'm excited. And I'm just going to be organic and authentic and free flowing about this right now. But anyway, the soul are in our chart, the sun. They often say it's our identity, but I think let's go beyond that a little bit more. I'm going to get this all out there. I have to. I have no choice. But the process of individuation is also psychological functions. The planets are psychological functions in our psyche that can help us, if we understand those archetypes, we can understand the individuation process, and especially the individuation process unique to us. The sun, the soul Invictus, the unconquered sun, represents the initiatory, illuminating archetype into the individuation process, which can help us heal complex post-traumatic stress disorder. It is archetypally guiding us toward healing. Those of us that have cluster B personality disorders, which is a defense mechanism in reaction to complex trauma. Anyway, so that is my thoughts for right now, I think. I need to relax my mind. God, I've just been at this all day. But anyway, so I just want to get that out. You know, that astrology is a very powerful thing because it helps us understand archetypes and mythology. I mean, we have to in order to individuate, we're taking on the hero's journey. That's what I wanted to say. Also, I'm glad I remembered. Having a cluster B personality disorder antisocial personality disorder, narcissistic personality disorder, borderline, histrionic, schizoid personality disorder, all these personalities, all these cluster B, they are a defense mechanism developed in response to complex, horrific trauma. And archetypally, someone, maybe you, I know me, who has a personality disorder has refused the call of the individuation process, the hero's journey. The hero's journey is the individuation process. It's us getting aligned with our authentic self. It is, well, Carl Jung defines it as making unconscious content conscious, which is pretty basically getting aligned with your authentic self, which is a archetype, and it is the Jungian archetype. It is a very core Jungian archetype. And I think in astrology, the sun, the soul Invictus, it is our initiatory, illuminating guide toward this process. So, and so when we take the hero's journey, there is a refusal of the call. And I think as we have developed these defense mechanisms, excuse me, I have to blow my, as we develop these defense mechanisms, it is a way of refusing to separate from mother. We're refusing the call of the individuation process. We are not taking our hero's journey. Well, I mean, even when we're children, I mean, this is an undeveloped thought. And I will hopefully develop these thoughts more thoroughly. That's not polite, is it? But anyway, I think that's it for right now. And I'm looking forward to growing my self-healing and using my YouTube as my personal outlet for me to share with my community my process of my healing, if somebody is interested in that. And it's also so I can, I mean, we're a community of people. That's something I wrote today. I said, it's a humanitarian act to individuate. It's Aquarian. Aquarius rules astrology. And all these things, I have to get it out. I want to teach this. I want all of us to heal together. We can heal together as a community and individually. We have to do it first ourselves. We have to take responsibility for our consciousness, what we are putting in it, what we're putting out. We have to take responsibility for ourselves. We have to be honest with ourselves. We have to be integral. We have to be self-determined and disciplined. All these things in order to process who we are and take to find our raison d'etre, to move ourselves into finding our mission and destiny. And I think I'm excited. I have no idea where this channel is going to be going. I'm excited though. I'm excited to see because I'm excited to see where what place this channel is going to be in the community of humanity. But and I'm going to be humble and take this journey, and then and use the YouTube to heal and to share my healing process, and hopefully encourage other people to heal and to grow. Anyway, I'm done. That's all I have to say, and I can teach the knowledge that I have, and I like to do that. And anyway, that's it.